And how many persons were able to try that other store?
Is it the
I
one
tried
we
it
did
out.
in class?
Yes, the one I did in class.
Yes, 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 ma. I was able to do it, ma.
Oh, okay. So let's start prototyping in food today. So let me share my screen. So I'll share it one. Okay, so we'll start with. All right, so okay. So we're talking about prototyping today. So what is prototyping? Prototyping is just what we do when we want to start making our work. Remember that I said something about making your work.
Sorry, Mike, I can't hear
Can
you
you
clearly.
guys? Oh, okay. So can you just give me minutes? Let me fix my mic. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So in prototyping, yeah. So if you come to this part of a prototype, let's say for instance, you have a frame like this and you come to prototype, you can see that you have different things here. The first one is to choose a device. That's the first thing. You see a device where you get to choose a device. After you're done choosing the device, where's you can now see a starting point. Now, what is a starting point? A starting point is that point that you use to start your design, your prototype. So, let's say for instance, you have 20 screens. Now you can see this particular example. You can see a login, you can see date, you can see home and all of that. So once you're designing, you have to put all of those things in your mind. You have to put all of those things in your mind before you now start doing your design. So the starting flow is the point that you start your design, like the point where you start your design. So if you want to start doing a design for logins, for login page, you have to know your starting point. Where am I starting? Remember that you start from one page to the other. It's you trying to give your design an experience. You can have different flow. For instance, you can have your login flow, you can have your home flow, you can have all of those things. And what you need to do is just to add the starting point with it. So you would always see you just need to click a plus when you come to prototype. So now I have this. So if I want the starting flow, I just need to click a plus, and this is my starting flow. You can rename this flow to say this is your login, for instance. So that, do you get the concept of starting flow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want to hear from other people. I'm taking it slowly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are getting it, ma'am.
Okay, so that's what your starting flow is all about. Now the next thing you need to do is to talk about your connection. Sorry guys, just all right. So I'm talking about this parts, three parts. Let me go back to this. Uh, so let me go back to this. So once I drag this and come out, you would see this car that we're showing you on click, on drag, while hovering, while pressing, keypad, mouse enter, mouse leave, mouse this after delay. So in the last class, what we did, what we do for you, on click is that action that you use mostly for buttons, for links. If you want to open a menu, you know the way you click when they say sign up, you click. So think of the things that you use it for. Buttons, you use it to, once you're done filling a form and you need to confirm, you need to dismiss alerts, you use on click. So anything that is a button, that is a link, that is a menu, that is like all of these things. Now where you see all of these things are okay. This one is while hovering because I did not click and something came up. This is while hovering, this is while hovering. But if I want to sign off, I will click. So that's what on click does for you. Then the next one is on drag. On drag. Now on drag is what you use to actually perform an action such as dragging something or slider. Remember those dots? Remember those dots that we said? Those dots that we did when we were doing our onboarding, our onboarding screen, 0, 0. If you want to do all of those things, you use on click. You use on click for on drag, sorry, for all of that. All right, so you use on drag for it. If you want to move backward, you want to move forward. So it's just like I have what's example should I give now? Okay, let me use this. Let me use my Gmail example. Okay. So now let's say for instance, this now. Oh, it's in phone. I can do it, not here. I can't do it here. But how many persons are able to get to what exactly I'm talking about when you talk about on drag? Like if you've tried it before, when you want to swipe, you know when you want to swipe right, swipe left.
Okay, like you want to move to like another part of, for example, this onboarding screen.
Yes, you want to drag. Yes. Those zeros, those circle that we use to show different sections, right? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
you
I can hear
use
you.
on drag for it. So for instance, if you want to do anything like if you want to do something like refresh, refresh is another thing on your phone. If you want to refresh, you drag up and down to
Yes, ma'am.
refresh. Now we have while now, what is the work of while overing? While overing is if I bring my what's it called? If I carry my screen, if I carry my mouse and come down to somewhere while hovering, what is the interaction that you want to see? It's just like you saying, once I bring somewhere, there should be something that happens automatically without me pressing anything. So that's the feature. That's what while hovering is supposed to do. So once I bring my mouse to this, it should open a drop down for me to know. Once I bring my mouse to this, it should also open another drop down for me to know. So that's what while hovering does. It just helps you once you carry your mouse to a particular place, it will have an action. Once you pull your mouse away, it stops.
Okay, ma'am. My question is it
Now the next one
that,
is
for
while
example,
pressing. Hello.
yes, ma'am. My question is for the while overing, does it mean that, for example, now when I put my button on, for example, the get started, it will change color, something like that?
Yeah, sometimes once you pull your button for while hovering, if you change color.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Alright. So then for while pressing is when you click and hold something, it should give you another trigger. So let's say you want to do like a drop down, you want to do something like a long press. You know, sometimes you'll tell you hold your screen for a while, then the next action will pop off. Especially when you're using Figma. Figma will tell you use your two finger to press for you to see the menu bar. Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get that? Okay. So then we have the keypad and game. So for keypad and game is you mostly use it for keyboard. So you see when you're trying to do something like a typing effect, if you have a form and you want to type, this is what makes your work. This is what gives you that thing. So if you use this keypad and game to do like an interaction, you have to put A, B, C, D, and all of that. Once you start typing, it will work. So I think I have something. Let me see if I can show us. Let's look for that. Is it this one? Okay, so I'm looking for that particular screen. I don't know if I did it with this or I did it with this. Just let's wait it for it to open. Sorry guys, let it come off. I want to show you what that thing works. So let it load. So I want to show us what that keypad is all about, because um we might not do it in this class because of if we start that in here, God, it's not this. Oh, I can't even find it. But it's something that once you have a form, when you want to start typing, you get to start seeing if you type A, it's going to work. Before the end of this class, I'll look for it. And okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why this is taking time to load today. All right, so while that is still loading, let's go to the next one. The next one is mouse enter. So what is mouse enter? Once my mouse should enter a particular place, even if it's a button, you should expose that. If it's a drop down, also you should expose it and all of that. Mouse leave, once your mouse should leave a particular thing place, it should also leave the place. Mouse down, if your mouse should get to a particular touches a part, it should do something. So that's all of the things you can do. Then after delay allows you to do an action after a particular time frame, just like we did there. After delay, after 600 seconds, it should help you to do this, it should help you to do that. Then we have one video. It's some of this, and you'll see it in the free version. That means when you want to start a video, once a video, you give it a time, the video should start to play, happen. So that's all about triggers. You get to see them, that all of these triggers, no, not this. The first one, you see them when mouse enters, mouse leave, mouse off, mouse down. You can see that this is not a pro version, so I don't have all of those other things. You get, I don't have all of those other things. So that's it for trigger. Now the next one is action. So after you get a trigger, or after I put a trigger, the next thing is the action. What do you want it to do? Remember that the trigger is the first set of things that you do. That it is what determines the type of interaction that you want. So it is what determines what you're doing. if I say on click or if I said after delay, what do I want it to do? What's that interaction I want it to give? Or what's that action I want it to give? That's where we talk about the yeah, navigate to. Or so what does navigate to means? It means sometimes you can see it as move to. You can see it as move to. You can see it as before the former name was I've forgotten the former name, but there was a name we used for it that you use for it at every. Okay, now this is it. This is what I wanted to show you. Can you all see my screen? Can you all still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now if I bring my, you can see the mouse this thing showing. If I type A, it's going to work. If I type B, it's going to work because I've done all of this. If I type C, it will work. If I type D, it will work. If I think I did TF. Okay, I did not do TF. I did TE. So anytime I type A, B, C, D, E, it will work. A, B, C. So with this now, can I spell my name? Let's spell my name. I can spell my name. I've already written B. I'll just do A and D. You can see. But can you guys see me? Because I noticed that my internet started disturbing.
Yes, we could not hear what you said
Talking
after
about
can spell your name.
Okay. So let's say A, B, D. Let's say my name is Bad and I want to write my name. You can see that I can type all of these things because I've already done this prototype that A to E should work. Okay, guys, can you see what I meant about white typing the keyboard effect? Keypad and keyboard, that's what it does. It helps you to put different things. You can also use it to do shortcut, like if you press Ctrl key, what should happen? Can you guys hear me? Oh god, network today. Can you guys still hear me like clearly? Or I'm breaking?
Yeah, it's breaking, man. It's
It's
breaking.
Oh,
breaking, it's breaking.
sorry. Okay, so you can hear me well now, right? Oh, okay. So that's what on mouse action does. So let's go back to the type of the action type. We have navigate to. We have back. So navigate to means you have to move from one frame to another. Then we have back means you should go back to the previous frame that you're coming from. You get. We have set variables. You can decide to say, okay, if I set this, this should work. All of these things are like All of these things are like pro features that you can use, but I'm just trying to let us know. We have condition where you get to set the condition and say if this happens, this should go there, this should go. Then we have scroll to scroll to then we have open link where once I click on this thing, it should open the link, it should take me to another place. We have open overlay, we have close overlay, we have swap. So I'm going to also send all of these things to us so that we'll get to work on it, and then we'll get to read more on it, because what we are going to do mostly here is on tap, on click, open overlay. Those are mass key parts feature. We can't actually do all of those things in class. Now the next one is animation. Now remember that after you click an action, let's say for instance you click an action. Now the next thing is the kind of animation you want it to do. The animation you want it to do. If you want it to dissolve, if you want it to be smart animate and all of that. So for the animation you have instance where it goes instance once. Then you have the dissolve where it just gets to do once. You get to dissolve, you choose the duration that you want it to dissolve. You can see how the dissolve is. Then the smart animate. For smart animate, you want it to do itself. You want it to come out smartly, just the way we've been doing this. Should animate smartly, should come out smartly. Then you have the moving and out where then we have the push where if you the push animation where it just move to other scene. So all of these things, one thing you need to notice, you might not even know the effect until you start applying them. So it's just like how I learn or how we do all of these things is you see one, and you're able to just try to implement it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
We
So
can hear you.
okay, so some of these things you don't even get to until you start implementing them. That's when you get to see it and all of that. Then we have the sliding. The sliding, where do you want it to slide in from? Is it from top, from bottom, from down, and all of that? Okay, so now I want someone to give me what's it called? I want someone to give me his okay, no worry, don't worry. Let's start from what we want to do. So I'm also going to send this in so that we can also read this. You all right? So let's get to work now. I'm going to community.
What's wrong?
Yes, I can hear you. So I'm going to look for a
He's asking something. I know that's fine. He's asking something. I'm
okay,
writing
okay. So what's it?
some information. Which handwriting is this? Chinese or
Oh, okay. So ask the question.
yeah. Oh,
I can't hear you, please.
wow.
What's going on with network today like this?
Hello, someone is asking a question and I can't hear him.
He wasn't asking a question, he was talking to someone else. So I think he was interfering with the class.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, everything is strange this morning. I swear. Oh, I need something, but this is not going to allow me. Let's go back. I want a full design that I used to give us example. Oh God, I've been talking since and I'm muted. Nobody even said anything like I can't hear you.
I was even
Because
thinking
of
you were
network
doing
issues.
something else. Maybe you were searching for this stuff. That was why you
No,
didn't talk.
I've been
You didn't
talking since. Yeah, I'm searching for a design. I'm asking, is there anybody that have done? Just send me your design, give me edit access. Because I'm looking
Okay,
for,
okay.
I
I'll
can't use
send it
my
to you
own
now.
design because
I'll send mine to you now.
yeah, because most of the designs that I do are for companies and I can't use them for class purpose here. So just send. Okay, have you sent?
I have a question about our assignments. So,
Oh,
about
okay.
the assignment, are we just dropping the Figma link? We should not drop the PNG images of the work.
No, 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 no. You're not dropping any image. It's just a link.
Okay, so we should put the link in the documents that we used from beginning, from in the Google Docs that we used from the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
All right. So this design, I needed a design that is not prototyped so that we would get to work on it.
Okay,
Or
I'm coming. I'm
that
trying to
one.
send it to my mail. I'm using my phone for the meeting, not my laptop. So I want to send it to my mail. Then send it to you.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Mama. Hello. So please, can I get your email? Let me just add you up to those who can edit.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Let me get to edit it. Okay, so any I still just the prototype that I have. I need the real design, not the prototype.
Please check your mail. I invited you through your mail
Oh, okay,
when you sent to me.
okay. 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 Oh, okay. So let me copy all so that you would have your own. To see, and then I can create in. All right. So guys, now let's try to prototype this with what we've learned so far. The first thing is to have what's it called? People that are following. Oh, this thing has prototype, so I'm removing everything. So let me remove all the prototypes that I can see here. Okay, so I'm deleting everything so that we'll start from afresh because this Oga. Okay, so okay, so ah, you have done plenty things here, oh, guys. So let me delete all of these things. So more. Okay. Okay, so have I removed all the hotspots? Yes, I have. All right, so let's take it from this point. Let's let me take all of this and let me bring it here. Oh, guys, you guys can hear me. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so this is how I want to start it. This is the authentication flows. All of these are authentication, and this is home. So this is what I'm going to do, yeah, for us to see. So the first thing, remember the first thing I said. The first thing is to, when you come to prototype, is to have a starting flow, which I'm going to create a starting flow by clicking press plus. So I'll just rename this to authentication. Now there is something before we continue. I'll go back to design. Now the reason why I'm going back to design is, you see all of these things, it's a bad practice, guys. It's actually a bad practice not to rename your work. You see this iPhone A, iPhone B, you would not know how it's going to confuse you until you start designing. So this is splash. This is onboarding one. This is onboarding two. This is onboarding three. I know the network is shitty. So at any point that you can't hear me, just let me know. So this is sign up. For all your designs, guys, as far as you're designing, try to rename your work because of prototyping. This is login. Aside prototyping, so that people will know what you're doing. This is reset password. Reset password. This is enter email. This is enter email. And this is code from email. Okay, this is renamed. This is new password. This is how many times do you have this? Okay, I copied it twice. So let me delete this and delete this. So now we have all our work renamed. And then I'll come here and this is home. Let me see the size you're using. You're not using equal size. Field, okay. This is home, this is categories. This is services, and this is profile. So now that I'm done renaming it, I have my starting screen. Let's come back to prototype. This is my flow. This is my starting flow. So now the next thing I'm going to do is now to add an interaction, right? Drag this and come here. So now, remember the different feature. What do you think we are doing here? We are doing on click. On click, it should navigate to onboarding one. And the animation should be instant. That's the first one. Now the next thing we will do is, now this can be on drag. You get. So remember what I said about slider. So with this, I can come here and I would say, I don't know why this is you. So this can be on drag instead of on click. On drag, it should navigate to onboarding 2. That's if I click on the second one. Then if I come to the next one, you can also make it an on click feature. You can also make it an on click feature, or you just leave it at on drag. Anyone that you want to do. You get. So but this, I think, let's go back to on click. Let's make it an on click feature instead of on drag. It should navigate to this. Then if I go to the third one, I will still do the same thing. On click, it should navigate to this. Yeah. So now I've linked these two. Now the next thing I need to link is, remember that anything that is button, you have to link it, right? So the next one, I'll come to skip, and I would, from skip, where do I think it should lead me to? From skip, it should lead me to sign up. Now there's one thing, Emole, that I can't see here, which is, what is the action that is triggering me to either choose sign up or login? Remember that I'm a new user. What if I'm not a new user? There's supposed to be a button to lead me to sign up, or and that is supposed to be on your last onboarding screen, which you do. The next, this one is not supposed to be a next again. It's supposed to be login and sign up, two buttons, and you get. So you need to work on that. But skip is leading me to here, for instance, or skip leads me to the home page, any of them, depending on where you want the skip to work. So the same thing with skip. Skip leads me to the home page. This skip leads me to this page. So you can see that I'm not even looking at it again, because I know that it's just the on click that is going to work. Now we've done this one. I think I've done this one. I've not done this one. You can as well do this one too, but let's now prototype the button. Next should take me to this, which is on click it should move to this next also should take me to this. On click it should navigate to 3. Then this next should take me to this. On click it should navigate to this. So we are done with this particular part. Then this Google this should also lead me to the Google page, but let's leave that for another day. um so my sign up, if I click on sign up, it should lead me to login, right? Navigate to. If I click on login, it should lead me to home. If I click on login, right, it should lead me to home. So I'm just going to leave that there. Then there's one more thing. If I click on forgot password, it should lead me to this reset password screen. I'm still using on click. All of these features you can see it's on click I'm using. I've not changed to any other thing. Then if I click on this via email address, it should lead me to this. And then once I click on reset password, it should lead me to this. This one should be get code and not reset password. Then if I click on this, it should lead me to this. Enter new password, and that's it. Now from login, from the place I went to home, remember that you need to now do all of them backward. So if I click on this, you did not group this Imole, you're supposed to group this. If I click on this, it should lead me to this. You should navigate to smart animate and all of that. No, is this on click or on drag? On click here should lead me to this. Then if I click on this, on click categories should lead me to this. Then if I click on this, it should lead me to this. So when you start prototyping here, you will not get to understand something. So let me preview it. Once you start, you get to understand something, that some of these things here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Ma.
Okay.
Yes, we
Some of these things you might not really know what next to do until there is a place that you have two interactions. Yeah. So I'll delete the first interaction, and is there a mover? I know there's no mover. So Imole, can you remind me again the phone that you used for this? 14, right? It was 14.
Yes, it was 14. It was 14 Pro.
14
14
Pro.
Pro. Yes.
Pro, not Max.
Pro, it's Pro, no Max.
Okay. Alright, so let's get to the start. So let me fit to screen. Yeah, so let's restart it. So you can see now on click, once I click on this, it takes me to this. If I drag this, if I click on this, it takes me to the next one. If I click on this, it takes me to the next one. Okay, I did not do this one. So you can see that once I start doing it like this, you see all the places that I have hotspot. So I did not do the last for go to work. Now the next thing you now need to think, like I said, it's always in. Now as a user, remember one of the heuristic principles we talked about that you need to give your users flexibility. As a user, let's say I am here and I want to go back. Did you prototype it? No, we did not do it. So I'll just go back to prototype. I'll just go back and say, once I click on the second button, once I click on the second button here, once I click on this second button, where is it to? Once I click on the second button, okay, it's in a frame. Once I click on the second button, it should move me back to this. That's if I'm there on tap. So you can see that sometimes you see on click, you see on tap, anyone you see, just know that they are doing the same thing for now. And then you start to do all of them one after the other. So if I click on next, it will lead me to next. If I click on skip, it leads me to sign off. If I click on sign off, it's going to lead me to my login button. So if I click on login, it takes me to the home. But then in Mole, there's one thing we did not do. This is supposed to be a frame so that you can clip it. So you can see that I can scroll. If I click on categories, it leads me to the category side. If I click on services, it leads me to services. And if I click on profile, it leads me back to profile. You can see, you can see how all of them is leading. So all of the things you have, if I click on this, automobile expert or fuel expert, it's supposed to lead me to another place, but I'm sure you've not started all of those design. So do we have any question on the on click interaction? Do you have any question, guys?
No, ma'am.
No, ma.
Okay, so we understand the on click and all of those other things that you need to do.
Yes, ma.
All right. All right, nice. So on tap, on drag, still the same thing. So but before then, let's just move to sorry, let's just move to something else. Let me go back to my own design. So that's how you can play around with all of the features that you see there. You just get to play around with them till what you have. Think of the next line of action. Think of if I click my back button, where am I going to? If I click on next, where am I going to? And all of those other ones. So let me, do you have assets here? I didn't. Okay. So it's I want to
You have access.
thank you very much. Uh, um, yeah, thank you so much. Today network when all right. So I guess we all understand. My screen is still loading. I've used to go and recharge glue because I don't understand again. Okay, you can see my screen now. Um, okay. 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 So SpectraNet is not working, and what is it called? That's why this is happening. All right. Can you guys? Oh, it's still unstable. Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Can
Hello.
you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. Do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. The
Yes,
unclicking,
I can
please.
hear
Can
you.
you
Can you
do
hear
it?
me? Oh,
Please,
okay.
can you do the
Sure.
unclicking again, please? Thank you.
All
Thank you,
right. So
ma'am.
you can see my screen, Abby.
Yes, ma'am. I can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Where is my screen post? Let me stop share and share it back. All right. So this is it. Let's go back to prototype. Can you guys see my screen? Like, is my screen showing? What can you see
Yes,
on my screen?
it's
Yes,
showing
it's
now.
showing your
The home page.
dashboard.
It's showing like a template.
Your dashboard, basically. That's what it's showing.
Okay, I think I need to close. Okay, I need to close all the other pages I have. So okay, so how many persons have even tried that dark mode and light mode stuff we did in class?
The what?
Dark mode and light mode. We did it in
Yes,
class. How
I
many
was
persons
going
have
to
tried it?
ask. I was going to ask. I know you sent the link, but it's not on the group chat.
Okay, it's on. I think it's on the group. Well, I did it in class my own self now, so
Yes, I think I was
that's
planning to,
should.
but what lady was applying for Figma education. So I should be done with this stage. I had already
Oh,
done
oh,
the first and second one.
oh, okay. All right, no problem. So this is the on click. So all you need to do is click on the first screen. Remember what we talked about? We said you need to have a flow, a starting flow, which you can name onboarding or anything you want to name it. Of this is class, which you can name onboarding, authentication, and the rest of them. Next thing, ensure that you rename all your stuff. So once you're done, let me remove this one now. I want to link this screen to this screen. Basically, I'll just get to look for where this hotspot is, where this hotspot is showing. I'll just get to look for it. Then I click and drag to the screen I want to. Now, the good thing about it is once you just do on click, like I said, for some of you to be on click, on tap, they are all the same thing. When we started, we were saying on click, right? At the end of the day, now we are saying on tap and all of those other things. On click, then the next thing you need to do is you need to add a trigger, which is navigate to, back, open link, open overlay. But for this, we are doing navigate to. What does navigate mean? It means it you should go to the next screen. Navigate to. Now, this is where you choose the screen you want it to navigate to. So sometimes what I do is normally you see this thing of dragging till you get to the frame that you want to get to. You don't necessarily need to do that. You just need to link it to the next screen and say, if I want this thing now, it's on onboarding one, but I don't want it to be on onboarding one. I want it to move to the home page. I want it to move to login. I'll just click on login and you see that it has moved for me to login. But I want it to be on onboarding one. So I'll bring it back. You can see. So this is where you now choose the screen you want. Okay. Okay. So did you get it? Sorry, guys. More. Okay. It's like I'll start using glue.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, ma.
Okay. All right. All right. So hello.
We are with you, ma.
Okay, so I'm asking the person that asked the question about me going back. Do you get now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's move to what I want us to do.
All right,
So let
thank
me
you, ma'am.
ref
Okay, ma'am.
yeah.
That's how you do it in the pages in the screen, right?
Yes, that's how you do it till you get to the end.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Mean, don't get it. Hmm? Next factory host. Yes, they have. Because I've switched networks. I've gone from MTN to SpectraNet to this, and it has never happened like this before. Is it people's fault?
No, I think it's not from your side alone. It's from even myself too. I'm having issue with my
Yeah.
network.
Oh, okay.
I think this morning MTN they are just somehow this morning. The bar network is full, but the network
Yes.
is not going. So I just don't know why.
Yes. I don't even know. Someone should just come up with a network that will overshadow all of these people. But then it looks like it's not possible.
Boma, I was saying that fiber optics are faster and it's a
So it
wired
don't work in my
connection.
area. I tried. So I called fiber before I got SpectraNet. I called Fiber One. I called SpectraNet Fiber. I called all of these people, and they say they only have access on the island Magodo. Fiber One said they have in Magodo and not K2. I stay at K2 until I move away from K2. That's when I would have that network. Even SpectraNet, the engineers came to my house recently, and they're like, because of the tall buildings, and I'm staying downstairs, that's why I'm having network issues most times. So at this point, we are waiting for next factory.
You actually have access. You have access. You have
No, I
permission to
don't.
share.
I
Yes, you do.
don't. So it's showing hosts disabled screen. Let me get you. Let me share it and show you.
I don't know if it's to refresh. Check again. You actually have
Okay,
permission.
it's now I have access. I can see the access now. All right, thank you. I know I've disturbed you too much today.
No, you haven't.
Mhm. All right, so yeah, let's move ahead. This time around, it's not going to pause. All right, so this is what we did in the last this website, right? So we did. So now let's say for instance, I want to do a drop down. Okay, so let me move this here. I want to do a drop down with what we've done so far. So I'll move this off here and I'll leave it like this. So this is a group. I'll ungroup it. I'll unframe it. So let's start from the starting. So let's say I finished typing my text here. I'm done typing my text, and the next thing I do is after typing my text, I just come here and I add auto layout to it too, and I say Shift A. After adding auto layout to the two, you can just get to arrange the spaces between both of them, so you can adjust it to suit what you want to do. Now the next thing I need to do is I would now get to add let's say padding and margin. That's if I need padding and margin. So I'll do 1010. And I can increase this though. So I would make what's it called? This to be whole content, right? And the whole content or fixed. So what do you think is wrong with this? Let's see people that have been following from day one. What do you think is wrong with it?
It is not centered. It's not centered. Like
In org content.
This should be
It's because it's not centered, I think. It needs to be centered.
yeah, it's supposed to be centered. It's centered now. And let's see. Thank you. You guys got it. So let's say for instance I want to do a drop down for gender, right? We are doing for gender, and the first thing is I change this to select gender or gender. Select gender, and then this is what's up with this thing. Let me ungroup it and I don't understand what is going on here. So Shift A first and ensure that it's on the center. After I'm done with that, the next thing I'll do is I'll add padding and margin 1010, and I would add my color to it or a stroke. So let's say I'm not adding a color, I'm adding a stroke, right? And after adding a stroke, to name this, you can give it a border radius of 10 or 5, depending on what you want to achieve. So after I'm done with this, I'll now duplicate all of this, Control D, and I'll bring this here, and then I would remove this. For after removing this, I'll still increase this to what I want it to be. So I'll increase this, and then I'll change this to male. So I'll move this to, instead of this, I'll move this to the right here. And then I'll do the other one. I'll duplicate and I'll bring it and I'll put it here and I'll make this female. And then because there is no discrimination, I would have to do others. See, this is what I want to do. Now I would hold the three of them like this, and I'll add Shift A to it. So after adding Shift A, I'll just remove the stroke for each of them. Remove the stroke for each of them, and then I would add the stroke here. And this is what? This is 5. So I'll make this 5 too. You can see that I have all of them, right? And then the next thing I'll do is I would go highlight all and make it a component. So before then, let me move it to how I want it to be. And can you hear me? Have we gotten to this point?
Yes.
Okay, we got to this point, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So do all of the things that you want to do, then highlight all and make it a component. And then you can call it drop down.
A component set or just a normal component?
Just the normal component. So once you're done making it a component, you can now come to this place, properties, and add a variant. So I'm going to now add a variant to all of them. Normal component, and then I'll add a variant. So I have the first one, 1, I have 2. How many would I do? So this is the first one, second one, third one. I have 3, I think 5 of it. But if it's not 5, I'll delete it. So what's the next thing I need to do now? I need to now start working on individuals. So for the first one, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on this and I will hide it. So I want just the gender to show on the first one. Then for the second one, that this one, I'm going to change all of these things now. This is at 0, I think it's 90. No, minus 90 or 180. So let's see the one. Okay, 180. So I'll do this for this too. I'll make it 180. I'll do this for this too. I'll make it 180. And I'll do it for the last one. I'll make it 180. So I've changed everything, right? And so you understand the whole thing. If I open this, it should be this. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave the first one and I'll come to the second one. Then I'll click on this mail and I'm going to add a color to it. I'll click on this mail and I'll add a color to it.
Give me to with the fuck up. I thought if it's late to take input.
So I'll add a color to it. Let's say this is the color I chose. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one 0 so that it will enter well.
Do me all life. Somebody go to me.
Hello, who is that? Mm. So there's something I did not do to make this neat. I would have done it, which is expand this a bit. So let me try to expand this a bit. Or let me leave it like this. We've done it, we've done it. So I'm just going to add the color that I want to add. Just that the color is not sitting well the way it's supposed to sit well. So but then it's still the same thing. We just want to achieve something. So let's say I'm using this color, right? I'm using this color. Now the next thing I'll do is I'm now going to do for the second one. When I come to banana, let me copy this, Ctrl C, and I'll do for female. When I get to female, I'll do the same thing, Ctrl V. When I get to female, I'll add color and I'll do the same thing for female. Then if I get to others, I'll do the same thing. Is there a question? Sorry. So when I get to female, I'll do the same thing. And when I get to others, I'll do the same thing. So you can see it. But do you guys know where this mistake is coming from? There's a mistake, but do you know where it's coming from?
No.
Okay, so let me show you where the mistake is coming from here. It's coming from when I did this as a component. All those individuals, I was supposed to take it in. You get, I was supposed to take it in a bit. Like this is what I'm talking about. This mistake, this one, that the color is overshadowing this color. So I think let me try something. Let me try something to see. Okay. So it has closed our mess a bit. It has closed it a bit, but ensure that you check everything and ensure that it's neat before you continue with anything you're doing. So for this first one, this is 10, I'll make it 0. Oh, sorry. What did I change? This is 5, I'll make it 0. Okay, I think let me close this to and see. I'll do the same for this. This is 5, I'll make it 0. And then the last one, who is drawing on my screen? Oh, so that means that this is not needed. Remember that I said you should leave the first. Oh, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, ma'am.
So I said we should leave the first one, and we should leave the first one without any form of interaction, without any form of this thing, and we forgot to do that. So always leave the first one blank. Okay. So why who did this on my screen? Let me move this so that I'll see it. Well, please nobody should draw on my screen again. So what's the next thing? So now that we are done with this, the next thing to do is to go to prototype. The next is to go to prototype. So the first one should be on click, it should move to this. So first thing first, I would come to this place and I would use prototype. I would say, so you can use the box or anyone. On click, it should move to this. It will change to this and it should be instant. You can see that thing that we did not do, rename. It's going to affect us. And then the next one is, that's the first one, on click. So what's the next thing I want to do? I want to click to this. So instead of on click now, I'm going on. I'll use while hovering. It should change to the second one. And what should be the what's it called? It should be smart animate. So are we together? Are we together? So remember that the first one is um the first one is on click. It should change to this. So let's use smart animate instead of this thing, and it should be ease out. And then the next one is clicking on the mule, and click on the mule and take it to this. So this is while hovering. It should be smart animate too, and you close it. Then you now come to this second one, and you click on female. So for female too, it should be while hovering. It should move to this, and it should be smart animate. So then I've done this for female, right? Then I'll come to others, and I'll do this for others. So I'd say while hovering also, it should move to the smart animate. And then I would click on this. If I click on this, it should take me back to this, which is on click. It should change back to that. And that's it. So let's see what we've done so far. Is there any question? Any question, guys? Hello, are we
We're
together?
fine.
Okay, you guys are fine. Thank you. Okay, so I have this now, and remember to go to my assets, and I'll bring this and I'll put it here. So let's say this is what I want to do, and let's increase this a bit. So let's play this and see what we'll get. All right, so this is it. If I click on this, it will come down. You can see it. And if I click on it back, okay. So there's one more thing we did not do, which is this. So let's go back and do it. So where did I do it? I think it's here that I did it. Is so which do you think we should link now? We need to link one back to this. So I think this is okay, this is what we are using. So instead of this last one that I did, where's the last one that I did? So I need to cancel this last one that I did. So I need to cancel it. So it will be this one instead. So it will be so if I now click on this, it should lead me back to this. So let's check that. So you can see that's it. Did you get it? You
Yes.
need me to explain again? Do you need me to explain again?
Yes, ma.
Oh, okay. So I will go back for this. We'll go back for the last time. And I'll start back. Please, let's follow. this time around. So let's say I want to do something for, I think I need to cancel this thing first of all. All right, so first thing first, you write the name of what you want to write. If it's state and capital, so let's say for instance, if it's 36 let's use something that is so what should we use that is very short? State and capital would want us to do 37 of it, and that's so long. So let's say something like
Excuse me, ma.
courses. Yeah.
So that is if you have to do for probably
Hello.
state and cap. I'm hearing. I hear you, ma. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So if we're to do
Hello,
for
I can hear you.
okay, if we're to do for state and capital or for country, perhaps. So we are going to start typing one after the other like that.
Yes.
We
So it's not like so the thing is only the first time that you need to do it like that. The second time you might how will I put it? So just like I have this one now, and I go to assets and I look for arrows. So I'll drag this arrow down here, and first of all I'll give the two. I would shift A to centralize the two. So once I'm done, I'll give it a padding and I'll give it a margin. So let me say 10, 10. And then I'll give this one a 5 or a 10. Anyone you want to give it. So I'm done with this. Between these two is too much. So I'll use it to say 10 too. So I'm done with this now. I can now give it a fill color. You can give it a fill or a stroke, anyone you want to give it. So let's say I give it a stroke, and that's it for the first one. The next thing is to duplicate it and then bring it closer to this. And what should I do? After duplicating, I remove this, but then I'll expand it to be sure that it's the same thing. And this one, I'll choose it to the left. So this is where the thing has start. Let's say state and capital, just write it, say Abia. Then you duplicate this into 36. You get into 36 of it, and do it like that. For this we are just doing courses, so let's do graphics design, uh let's do product design, digital marketing. Let's say we have 5 of it. Digital marketing. What other course do we have? Let's say front end and back end. So you can see as I'm duplicating it. Front end, and let's say back end. Back end. So I would group all of these. I would highlight all these ones, and I'll add shift A to it, shift A. After adding shift A, so it into 0. We don't want any space between them. To do it individually, strokes and all. So I'm going to like make this 0 and remove this and add the stroke to this one. So now that I'm done with this, I can now make this the 5. That making it the five that I have. What's the next thing I'll do? The next thing I'll do. So once I'm done with all of these, the next thing I'll do is I will not make them a component. So I'll just click back. So where did I stop? Make all of them a component. So it's just to rename them master component. You notice that as I did not rename it the first time, it was very hard for me to see which one I'm doing. So I'll take master component and then that's it. So click on master component, add a variant to it. And how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So because I have 5 here, how many do you think I should create? How many more do you think I should create? Guys, if you are following, I have 5 of this course. Remember that the first one you have to leave it blank. So I'm going to create 7 of these, right?
You're creating 7 of them.
Until you get the number you need to create. Yes, 7. So it will be so
Or 6.
this is a
6.
master component 1,
Go to
7
six.
of it. So let me leave it. Remember that this first one now. Okay, let me hide this first one. Remember that I'm going to hide this first one, this first layer. So this, then I need to leave one of these blank. That's if I'm doing the over effect though. If I'm doing the over effect. So I have one. This is one. This is the one that we are leaving blank. Contain it 180. And then I'll do what's it called? I'll do 7 of these. This is 1. We have 5. So I'll do 1, 2. Let me just keep doing 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's leave it at 6 and start. So now that I'm done with this, it's now time to change each of the color. Remember that the first one you leave it blank. So for the second one, I'll now come here and add a color to this. That's my over, and I'll add a stroke to it and change the color to say this pink. So I'll just do this for all. So this is for graphic design, right? And this, when I get to product design, I'll do the same. I'll add a stroke, add a fill, and put it. When I get to this product design, if I get to digital marketing, is someone saying anything? I'll do the same for digital marketing. If I get to front end, I'll do the same for front end, fill and stroke. Then if I get to backend, I'll do the same for backend, fill and stroke. Okay, then it's complete. So that means we needed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of it. So one extra. Now that we are done, what's the next thing to this? To phototype this. So I'll come to this arrow and I'll come to this, either the arrow or any of them. You can just so let's do the arrow, yeah. Let's do the arrow. So if I click on this arrow, I'm going to bring this to this. So to be on click, it should change to property 1. The animation should be smart animate. You see that I did not rename it. Variant 2, that's variant 2. Smart animate. Now that I'm done with this, then the next thing I'll do is I'll come to graphic design and I would click to this. And instead of on click, it will be while hovering. It should change to the smart animate. Then I'll come to product design here. I'll click on product design here and I'll take it to this. So it will be while hovering instead of on click. While hovering, you should navigate to the next one, smart animate. Then I'll come to digital marketing here and I'll do the same to digital marketing on click while hovering, which is smart animate, and then I'll come to front end here and I'll do the same while hovering. Remember, not on click, while hovering, smart animate. So because I've set all of them, it's not giving me issue. And if I come to this back end and instead of on click, it will be while hovering, and that's it. And let's use it. Bring out our frame or anything we want to use for it, assets, and drag it. This is it. And that's it. Let's see. All right, so courses, you can see them. But we've not done one more thing. Remember to always do this. So if I click on this one, it should if I click on this, it should take me to this on click navigate to, and that's it. So if I click back, it closes, click back, it opens. So that's it. So that means for anywhere that you have a drop down on your design, you know how to do it, right?
You will get there.
All right, so this is not going to take time. I want us to do it. This is 11:30, 11:22. Let's do it. I'm giving us 20 minutes to do that, please.
Ma, please
Just this one. Huh?
one question, ma.
Okay.
So having done all this design now, for instance, this select courses that you graphic design and the rest. Now, what if someone clicks on the graphic design? We have to design that particular one too?
If you click on the graphic design, right, it's supposed to be like a selection. We'll do that one later. So it's
Okay.
one step at a time to get this one first. So today we've done two things. Should I say 30 minutes? No, we have the next 1 hour. Since your designs are ready, right? Your designs are ready. Your mobile designs are ready.
Ma, you mean every complete?
Okay, you know what? Let's just do this one. Let's do this one. This one. Just this one. So let's just do that one. So let me find my WhatsApp. And send us all the links. Which one did I send first? I don't know which one I sent first, please. So just check it out.
Yeah, so I was talking
To
about the dark mode and the light mode thing you were talking about the last time.
okay,
There was like a video tutorial that you were meant to send. That
I
was
did. I sent it. It's the video tutorial is in the PDF I
oh, it's in the
sent.
PDF. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I've not sent this one. How many links have I even sent? So what we are doing now is we are doing the drop down, and we have 30 minutes to do that. Initially, I said 20 minutes, but let's make it 30 minutes so that nobody will tell me that they are not done. So are we good to go? You should make me host. I mean, you should make me host so that I can make them co-hosts. So I want them to share their screen. So I need to be making each of them co-host for them to be able to share their screen. All right, thank you very much. Okay, you can now share your screen, Tolu.
Okay. Um. Okay. So can you see?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So this is oh I can't see my. Okay, there it is. All right. So this is everything here, right? So oh, it's annoying. Oh, sorry. There's this button. That's okay. Let me do that. So this is where I am now. I'm able to open and close it, but my the interaction is not like it's not present, and everything all the while hovering, yeah, it's all here, it's all present, but I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
So can you guys hear him? I
Yeah, I
can't
can
see
hear
he's
him. I
speaking.
can. I
Oh,
can. I
sorry.
think it's
Okay,
from your
can you
side.
hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Oh, okay, go back.
Okay. So this is the prototype,
Oh, okay.
and none of the interactions are showing up. But on the blueprint, everything is here. It's all present. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong exactly. Everything is here. So I'm wondering, like, do I just start again, or because uh I did it on another page and everything was showing. So I just removed it from there and brought it here. Sorry? Hello? Oh, mine is not.
Oh,
Can
okay.
anyone hear me
So
as
Tolu,
well?
can you share your screen again?
Okay, I should share it again. Okay. Um, let me stop. Can you see it? Hello?
We are with you. I can see it.
Okay. I'm just waiting for Uma.
Hello, hello, Tolu.
Yes, Uma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see
So
the screen?
yeah, so I think the first thing that you're supposed to do is come to the Alsa. The first
Okay.
one, the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, on the first one, click on Alsa. Let me see something. Like on the first one, click on Alsa.
This one.
Yes,
Or
yes.
on
Let's see. Yeah, you over it to this one.
to the
No, the
one on top.
first one, the first one,
This one.
the
Yeah, this one
first
is already
screen first.
hovered to this one.
No, the
Oh, oh.
first one without a color. Yes, it's that place that you first of all link the outside to over. That's the first place you do over to. The outside itself, not all. Yes. So now you connect the outside
Oh,
to the
okay,
second
okay,
one.
okay. Okay, okay, I understand. But yeah, that's why I'm saying the hover is on because it's already here. If I try to do another one, it would ring click. And the hover is already on. I've already done the hover. Hello?
Okay, Tolu, have you been able to do that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying that this Hausa, right? If I this Hausa alone specifically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So the first one now link it and
true.
use the white one.
Oh, I see.
As
Okay,
it is like this now, drag that close.
it was my mistake. Okay, I understand now.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now the next one. Oh, I can even see some things on your designs that
Yeah, I think my I didn't I wasn't I couldn't see the outline to show that to see that it was still on all instead of just the particular option.
oh okay. Is on all
Because
now.
it's on all now, yes. My problem now is like just trying to select Igbo alone. I think that's where my issue is.
Oh, okay.
Because if you can see the while hovering is already here, which is what I've been doing since, but it's
You know what? Just remove all and start it again.
okay. Okay, I'll start again and um,
This one.